Are you looking for the best 4K cameras? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best cameras on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Panasonic Lumix GH5 II. The Panasonic Lumix GH5 II is arguably one of the best 4K video cameras you can get outside of buying a dedicated cinema camera. It has a micro Four Thirds sensor and has plenty of advanced video features, making it a popular choice for amateur filmmakers and videographers. It feels incredibly comfortable to shoot with, has a fully articulated screen to make shooting video easier, and features 5-axis in-body image stabilization to reduce camera shake when shooting handheld. The camera supports many recording formats and video codecs, including all-eye compression for those who prefer to do frame-by-frame edits with higher quality video files. It supports vlog recording and, depending on your video format, it can shoot 4K 10-bit 4:2:2 video internally to give you greater latitude when processing your videos. It's also capable of recording in cinematic DCI 4K and anamorphic 6K resolution and has a full set of inputs and outputs, including a full-sized HDMI port, headphone jack, microphone input, and flash sync port. That said, its autofocus lags behind some competitors. It can sometimes struggle to keep track of subjects that are moving especially quickly, though in many cases, it'll still do a decent overall job of keeping your subject in focus. Additionally, its video quality dips a bit in low light due to its smaller sensor, but 4K video still looks fantastic in more controlled lighting situations. Despite its shortcomings, this is one of the most capable 4K cameras we've tested, and it's a great choice for studio video and more advanced video work. At number 2. Panasonic Lumix DCS5. If you prefer a camera with better low-light capability, check out the Panasonic Lumix DCS5. It doesn't support all-eye compression, and it doesn't have as many resolution options as the Panasonic Lumix GH5 II. However, its full-frame sensor makes it better suited to recording video in low light. It's Panasonic's first L-mount camera, so it's also compatible with Leica and Sigma L-mount lenses as well as Panasonic lenses, giving you a growing range of lenses to choose from. Overall, the camera feels incredibly well built, and it has a fully articulated screen and in-body image stabilization. Its autofocus system is also more consistent than the GH5 II when tracking moving faces. Its overall video quality is excellent, and it has fantastic internal recording capability. That said, it can only shoot 4K 60p video with a severe 1.5x crop. Get the GH5 II if you want more resolutions and recording format options, but if low-light capability and video quality are priorities, consider the DCS5. At number 3. Sony ZV-1. If you want something more compact for vlogging, check out the Sony ZV-1. Unlike the Fujifilm X10, it's got a built-in zoom lens and is significantly more portable, making it very easy to take with you for run-and-gun vlogging. It has a fully articulated screen so you can monitor yourself while shooting, and its lens has a 24 to 70 mm focal length, full-frame equivalent, giving you a bit of flexibility when it comes to framing. It also has an electronic stabilization feature that does a great job of stabilizing handheld 4K video, though enabling it does incur a slight 1.15x crop. Sony's autofocus system is also a little more consistent and accurate overall than the Fujifilm AF. That said, its small sensor means worse overall video quality, especially in low-light situations, although 4K video still looks great overall and is more than suitable for vlogging. Unfortunately, though, the camera's battery life is very limited, and there's a 5-minute recording time limit in 4K to prevent overheating, so it's mostly just suitable for shorter videos. Get the Fujifilm if you want a more advanced vlogging camera with better internal recording specs and video quality. If portability is your top priority, the Sony is a solid alternative with an excellent autofocus system. At number 4. Fujifilm X100V. If you're looking for a fixed-lens point-and-shoot for 4K video and want to step up from your smartphone, there are some very capable point-and-shoots on the market these days. Chief among them is the Fujifilm X100V, which is not only one of the best compact cameras we've tested but is also a pretty formidable video camera. Though it's not the most compact video option, it's still fairly portable, so you can easily fit it into a small bag or coat pocket and get shooting at a moment's notice. The camera uses the same 26-megapixel APS-C sensor you can find on the Fujifilm X100V mentioned above, so video quality is fantastic. It can shoot uncropped 4K video at up to 30 frames per second and has several film simulation profiles to help make the colors in your video pop. If, however, you prefer to shoot in a flat profile and color grade your own footage, it supports F-Log recording. While it's limited to 8-bit internal recording, it can output a 10-bit 4:2:2 video to an external recorder via HDMI to give you more latitude when grading. This will also eliminate the 10-minute recording time limit for longer shooting sessions. Although the camera has a high-speed recording mode that shoots slow-motion footage at 120 frames per second, it's unfortunately only available in 1080p. The camera also lacks any stabilization feature, though the short focal length of its built-in lens means you can still get usable footage out of it if you don't want to use a tripod or gimbal. That said, the fixed focal length can also be a drawback if you prefer to shoot video with a zoom lens. All in all, though, this makes for a surprisingly good hybrid camera, especially for travel or less advanced video work. At number 5. GoPro Hero 10 Black. Action cameras are a great option if you want 4K video in a more portable and rugged package, and the best action camera we've tested for 4K video is the GoPro Hero 10 Black. This premium action camera is sturdy and well built, and it's waterproof to an advertised depth of 33 feet. You can easily mount it to any number of action cam rigs and mounts, or simply use it with a stick or tripod. It also features a front-facing screen with live view, making it a great option for vloggers who prefer a simpler setup. It supports several frame rate and resolution options, including 4K at up to 120 frames per second, so you can easily capture smooth action footage or incorporate slow-motion sequences into your videos. If you like, you can also record video in 5.3K at up to 60 frames per second or 1080p at up to 240 frames per second. The camera's 4K video quality is fairly good overall, especially compared to other action cameras. It performs relatively well in low light, thanks to its upgraded processor. There's also no recording time limit, which is great. That said, the battery life on this camera is unremarkable. It lasts for approximately 80 minutes of video recording, which isn't bad but may not be enough for long days of shooting. However, battery performance can also vary drastically depending on your usage habits and settings. Overall, this is one of the best action cameras we've tested, and its relatively good video quality and high 4K frame rates make it a great choice for 4K action video.